Surprise, surprise! Nico Sama has a human form! Hello everyone, it's Lel, and in this video we're checking out the new announcement for wonderful PreCure. Nico Sama's human, beautiful, regal human form. Girl, I am shook. My jaw is on the floor after I saw this. I absolutely love this form. I already love Nico Sama in the show, but I'm very, very happy with this. Today they have announced, they have shown us, they have given us our first look at human version from Nico Sama, and I was very surprised. This form has been already alluded by in the show. There was a silhouette in the episode that they got the power up. And I really believed that this was gonna be a horse. I really believed that this was like a horse with big hair, a big unicorn with big hair. But no, Nico's other form is human form. And it's very pretty. I am so happy. I'm in awe. And this came as a big surprise to me because usually when PreCure give us our first look at new characters or new designs, it is usually very close to their debut. And we are not exactly close to the debut of this form in the show. And we're going to talk about it in this video. We're going to talk about some details that they have given us. And together with the announcement of this form, with the reveal of Nico's human form, we also have Nico's profile, which give us nothing new. We're going to check, but it gives us nothing really huge. It also gave us a summary of the events from Wonderful PreCure from start to where we are right now in the show. Nothing big either, but there is one line here that is very interesting. We're checking that out too. And last but not least, an interview with Ueda Kana, who is Nico's voice actor. She says some nice stuff. We're going to check that out as well. So, first thing is, let's check out the summary. So the summary just mentions that here we are having a story in which Nico is a godlike creature who created Nico Garden. Nico Garden is the place where Nico animals and kid-eating animals lived. However, Gao caused the animals in the Nico Garden to turn into Garu Garu and go on a rampage. So Nico used her power to seal all the Garu Garu in eggs to stop the situation. But this used up all of her powers and made her disappear. Afterwards, thanks to the efforts of the PreCures, Cure Wonderful, Friendly, Nyami, and Lillian, and the others, and all 9 kid-eating animals return. And suddenly, an egg with horns appeared. Mei and the others begin to get excited, saying that this is the egg of Nico Sama, the one who created Nico Garden. And in one morning, Komugi found a crack in Nico's egg. Mei rushed over to help, and soon the egg split open with a blinding light, revealing little Nico in the form of a unicorn. So here is the summary, and then the summary also says, why is Nico in human form? What is her connection with Gao? With the help of Nico's power, the PreCures transform into their power-ups, and of course, you won't be able to take off your eyes of Nico's performance either. Nico's human form will be shown in October. Don't miss it. So this is the summary that they gave us, and I feel like the summary gave us a very interesting piece of information, which is when they say, why is Nico in human form? What is her connection with Gao? If there was no connection between Nico and Gao, I don't think the summary would bring it up. But it is bringing up this information, so I am sure there is something there in the story of those two characters, and there's also a reason why Nico is also in human form. Now, it's also important to notice that one of the things that we see with the villains of this season is that they are kind of humanoid as well. Gao hasn't appeared much, but we've seen him a couple times, and even though he's very animalistic, he also has some sort of human form, and he's like basically a big furry, right? So Nico, on the other hand, is fully human. At least that's what it seems in this image. Very, very pretty. Also, in some details, we can see that Nico will also feature the colors of the cures: pink, purple, blue, and green, which is the color of the 4 cures from Wonderful. We can see that in her tiara. We can see that in her bows as well. Very, very beautiful design. I just love it. And we also have a little interview with Ueda Kana. And the first, she talks about the appeal of Wonderful PreCure. And she says that since she was a child, she wondered how wonderful it would be if she could talk to animals. And now that dream can come true because she is the voice of Nico Sama and she is working in Wonderful PreCure. And if she were a child and if she were watching this, she would be fascinated. And she also says that while working in Wonderful, she learns a lot about the characteristics of the animals. So she always discovers something new every time she's reading the scripts of the episodes. And she also talks about the fact that animals can be gentle and can be adorable and strong, but they are also a threat sometimes. And she also says that she wants to think about the best way of coexisting with the animals. Not only just being close to the animals, but also understanding their higher sides, their bad sides. This resembles what Nico is going after in the show right now. She wants to understand the relationship between humans and animals, and not only the good parts of those relationships. She wants to understand it all, right? And they also ask her about the charm of Nico, who is played by Ueda Kana herself, and her appearance in human form. And so she says that when Nico first appeared, lots of people were very impressed. And she says that Nico she has a very bright and cheerful smile, but she can also be calm. And sometimes the words she says is all part of her mysterious charm. But when she is in her human form, she is princess-like. She is ladylike. But then she asks something. Will she also say Nico desu in this form? This is something that is making her very excited to see in the show. I love Nico's personality in Wonderful, and I feel like every time Nico tries to be the center of attention, the queen of it all, the diva, I love her even more. And it's gonna be very funny if we have this character who's very ladylike, who's very princess-like, acting this way. It is gonna be amazing for sure. And still talking about Ueda, she is a very prominent voice actor who is now working on PreCure. She does characters like Rin from the Fate series, very, very popular, very huge character. She is also Hayate from the Nanoha series. Nanoha is, Mahou Shoujo Lyrical Nanoha is a magical girl show. So if you don't know Nanoha, search for it. It's very, very, very good. And Hayate appears from the second season or the second movie onwards. And Hayate is a great character. And Ueda is part of this beautiful franchise. And another character that she does that I love, and I had to mention this character here, is Yumi from Maria-sama ga Miteru. I know this is not a show that is known by many people, but this is a gorgeous show. I love this. And she is Yumi, who is the main character, this one right here. I just love this so, so, so much. And still talking about the addition of human Nico, we also have to talk about new toy listings for Wonderful PreCure. We have this toy listing right here that is going to be released next year in February, late February. This is still from the Wonderful PreCure era. As we can see here, 2024 PreCure. This is probably going to be something related to Wonderful, But what it says here that is making me curious is this thing right here. 2024 PreCure Nighty Kitty linked toys, new girl character. Nighty Kitty. So this is probably going to feature Nico in her human form, since they mentioned new girl character, right? And in here we also have a special set, which is probably related to the items that we already have in Wonderful PreCure. The Nighty Kitty sets are very simple toy sets that we have in the PreCure universe. Just using this one as an example from the Hirogaru era, we have lots of items, for example the Sky Mirage, the palette, and we also have some hair clips. As we can see here, we have Butterfly's hair clip and Wings hair clip as well. We have two Wing hair clips. One is Cure Wings hair clip and the other one is Tsubasa the Burb form. I love this so much as a hair clip. Just as an example of a Nighty Kitty set from PreCure, Nighty Kitty PreCure 3. So this is the third set from Nighty Kitty from Hirogaru Sky, and we're getting more Nighty Kitty sets from the Wonderful era. So as we can see here, new girl character. So this is probably related to the human form from Nico Sama. I don't know, I believe that this might be it. I'm curious and I'm excited. I feel like this addition to the show will be a great one. It will make things even more exciting. And as I said before, we don't know when Nico is joining. Human Nico is appearing in Wonderful. I mean, Nico is already in Wonderful. But we don't know when human Nico will be in Wonderful PreCure. What we know is that she will join in October. So we are close, but not that close. We don't know in which episode from October she will appear, but I hope that we learn more about her, that we learn more about her relationship with Gao and what happened in the past. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinema channel. If you're a member here on YouTube, if you're a member on Patreon, if you support me on Throne, thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!